Welcome, curious minds. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most incredible biological processes, how your eyes see. It's something we often take for granted, but every glance, every color, every detail you perceive is the result of an astonishingly complex journey that light takes from the outside world into your brain. Think of your eyes not just as simple organs, but as sophisticated biological cameras, constantly capturing and transmitting information. We're going to break down this amazing process step by step, making it easy to understand and appreciate the marvel that is human vision. Before we even get to the eye, we need to talk about its fundamental ingredient, light. Light is a form of electromagnetic radiation, and it travels in waves. When light waves bounce off objects, some of them travel towards our eyes. Without light, there's nothing for our eyes to detect, and thus, nothing to see. So, every color, every shadow, every texture you perceive starts with light interacting with the world around you. This interaction is the very first step in forming an image, and it's completely crucial for our vision. To understand how the eye works, let's use a simple analogy, a camera. A camera has a lens to focus light, an aperture to control how much light gets in, and a sensor, or film, to capture the image. Your eye has all these components, just biological versions. This comparison helps us visualize the different parts and their functions. While a camera is an intricate piece of engineering, the human eye is a masterpiece of natural evolution, performing similar tasks with astonishing precision and adaptability. Thinking of it this way makes the process much less daunting. Let's start from the outside. The outermost layer of your eyeball, the tough, white protective shell, is called the sclera. This is the white part of your eye that you can see. Its main job is to maintain the shape of your eyeball and protect the delicate inner structures from injury. Think of it as the sturdy casing of our biological camera. It's incredibly strong, providing a resilient barrier against external forces, ensuring that the vital components inside remain safe and sound. It's the unsung hero of eye protection. Right in front of the iris and pupil is a transparent, dome-shaped structure called the cornea. This is the very first part of your eye that light encounters. It acts like the camera's front protective glass, but it does much more. The cornea is responsible for about 2/3 of the eye's total focusing power. It bends, or refracts, the incoming light rays, directing them towards the back of the eye. It's essentially your eye's primary, powerful fixed lens, initiating the focusing process with remarkable precision. Behind the cornea, we find the iris, that colored part of your eye, like blue, brown, or green. The iris is a muscular diaphragm, and it controls the size of the pupil, the black opening in the center. Think of the pupil as the camera's aperture. In bright light, the iris makes the pupil smaller to let less light in, preventing overexposure. In dim light, it dilates, making the pupil larger to gather more light. This dynamic control ensures your eye receives just the right amount of light for optimal vision, adapting instantly to changing conditions. Once light passes through the pupil, it hits the lens. This is a transparent, biconvex structure located just behind the iris. Unlike the cornea, which has fixed focusing power, the lens is adjustable. Its job is to fine-tune the focus of light rays, ensuring they land precisely on the retina at the back of the eye. Think of it as the zoom and focus ring on a camera, constantly adjusting to bring objects at various distances into sharp relief. It's truly a marvel of adaptive optics, allowing us to see both near and far with clarity. How does the lens fine-tune focus? It's all thanks to tiny muscles called ciliary muscles. These muscles contract or relax to change the shape of the lens, a process known as accommodation. When you look at something close, the ciliary muscles contract, making the lens thicker and more rounded, increasing its focusing power. When you look at something far away, the muscles relax, and the lens becomes thinner and flatter. This constant, automatic adjustment allows your eyes to maintain clear vision across a wide range of distances, effortlessly shifting your gaze. After passing through the lens, light travels through a large, jelly-like substance that fills the main cavity of the eyeball. This is called the vitreous humor. It's mostly water, but it's thick enough to help maintain the eye's spherical shape. Without the vitreous humor, your eyeball would collapse, and the retina wouldn't be held in its proper position. While it's transparent to allow light through, it's crucial for the structural integrity of the eye and ensures the light rays have a clear, stable path to the retina. Finally, the light rays, now precisely focused, reach the very back of the eye onto a delicate, light-sensitive layer called the retina. This is arguably the most crucial part of image formation, as it's where the light energy is converted into electrical signals. Think of the retina as the film or digital sensor in our camera analogy. It's not just a passive screen, it's an active processing unit, packed with specialized cells that are ready to capture every photon of light and begin the process of turning it into a picture for your brain. The retina is home to millions of specialized cells called photoreceptors. These are the cells that actually detect light. There are two main types, rods and cones. Each type has a unique role, working together to give us our full range of vision. These tiny cells are truly astonishing, containing light-sensitive pigments that undergo chemical changes when struck by photons, initiating the complex chain of events that leads to sight. Without these remarkable cells, the journey of light would simply end at the back of your eye, with no image formed. Let's talk about rods first. Your retina contains about 120 million rod cells. They are incredibly sensitive to light, which makes them essential for vision in dim conditions, like twilight or a dimly lit room. Rods don't detect color, however, so they are responsible for our black and white, or monochromatic, vision. They also help us detect motion and peripheral vision. When you walk into a dark room and your eyes adjust, it's primarily your rods taking over, allowing you to navigate even when colors aren't visible. Now for cones. You have about 6 million cone cells, primarily concentrated in the central part of your retina. Cones require brighter light to function, but they are responsible for your high resolution, detailed vision, and most importantly, color perception. We have 3 types of cones, each sensitive to different wavelengths of light: red, green, and blue. Their combined signals allow us to see the entire spectrum of colors. When you marvel at a vibrant sunset, it's your cones working overtime to bring you that dazzling display. Within the retina, there's a small depression called the fovea, located in the macula. This tiny area is packed almost exclusively with cone cells, and it's responsible for your sharpest, most detailed, and central vision. When you look directly at something, your eyes automatically aim the image at your fovea. It's like the sweet spot of your camera's sensor, where maximum clarity and color fidelity are achieved. This is why reading, recognizing faces, or threading a needle all rely heavily on the fovea's incredible resolving power. So, light hits the photoreceptors. What happens next? This is where the magic of transduction begins. The light energy causes chemical changes within the rods and cones, which in turn generate tiny electrical impulses. These impulses aren't directly sent to the brain yet. Instead, they are passed on to a network of intermediate cells within the retina, specifically bipolar cells and then ganglion cells. This conversion from light to electrical signal is the crucial bridge between the physical world and our perception of it, a truly electrochemical marvel. The electrical impulses generated by the ganglion cells converge. Their long axons bundle together to form a thick cable called the optic nerve. This nerve acts as the main data cable, transmitting all the visual information from the retina to the brain. There's one optic nerve for each eye. It's like a superhighway of information, carrying millions of signals per second from the back of your eye all the way to the sophisticated processing centers in your brain. Without this vital connection, even the perfectly formed image on your retina would remain unseen. Interestingly, where the optic nerve leaves the retina, there are no photoreceptors. This area is known as the blind spot, or optic disc. Since there are no rods or cones here, any light that falls directly on this spot cannot be detected. We don't notice it in our everyday vision because our brain cleverly fills in the missing information, using cues from the other eye or the surrounding visual field. It's a fascinating example of how our brain actively constructs our reality, rather than passively receiving it. As the optic nerves leave the eyes, they travel towards the brain. But there's an important stop along the way called the optic chiasm. Here, signals from the inner half of each retina, which corresponds to your peripheral vision, cross over to the opposite side of the brain. So, information from your left visual field goes to the right side of your brain, and information from your right visual field goes to the left side. This crossing over is crucial for processing visual information from both eyes together, giving us a complete and unified visual experience. After the optic chiasm, the visual information continues its journey, eventually reaching a deep brain structure called the thalamus. Specifically, it goes to the lateral geniculate nucleus, often abbreviated as LGN. The thalamus acts like a crucial relay station or a central sorting office. It receives, filters, and organizes the raw visual data before sending it off to the final destination, the visual cortex. Think of it as the air traffic controller for all sensory information, directing the visual signals precisely where they need to go for interpretation. The grand finale. From the thalamus, the processed visual signals arrive at the visual cortex, located at the back of your brain in the occipital lobe. This is where the image is actually formed and consciously perceived. The visual cortex is incredibly complex, with different areas dedicated to processing specific aspects of vision, such as shape, color, motion, and depth. It's not just a screen, it's a supercomputer, actively interpreting, making sense of, and even constructing the vibrant world you experience every waking moment. This is truly where seeing becomes perceiving. Here's a fun fact: due to the way light bends through the cornea and lens, the image that lands on your retina is actually upside down and backward. But you don't perceive the world as inverted, do you? That's because your brain automatically flips the image right side up. This unconscious correction happens so quickly and seamlessly that you're never even aware of it. It's a testament to the brain's incredible plasticity and ability to adapt, ensuring that our perception of reality is coherent and intuitive, even when the raw input is flipped. Our brains don't just see a flat image, they interpret a three-dimensional world. How? One major way is through binocular vision, meaning seeing with two eyes. Because your eyes are slightly apart, each one captures a slightly different perspective of the same scene. Your brain then compares these two slightly different images, calculating the distance to objects. This difference, called retinal disparity, is a key cue for depth perception. It's like having two cameras with slightly offset angles, and then stitching their inputs together to create a 3D model. As we learned, cone cells are responsible for color vision. But how does it work? Each of the three types of cones responds best to certain wavelengths of light, roughly red, green, or blue. When you look at an object, say a yellow banana, all three types of cones are stimulated, but to different degrees. Your brain then takes these varying signals and combines them to perceive yellow. It's a complex process of additive color mixing happening within your neural circuitry, allowing you to distinguish millions of different hues from just three basic inputs. Another incredible feat of your visual system is motion perception. While rods are very good at detecting movement, the actual perception of continuous motion happens in the visual cortex. Specialized neurons are tuned to detect movement in specific directions. When an object moves across your field of vision, these neurons activate in a sequence, allowing your brain to interpret continuous motion rather than just a series of still images. It's an active, dynamic process, crucial for everything from catching a ball to avoiding obstacles while walking. Sometimes, this amazing system isn't perfect. One common vision problem is myopia, or nearsightedness. This occurs when the eyeball is slightly too long, or the cornea is too steeply curved. As a result, light focuses in front of the retina instead of directly on it. Distant objects appear blurry, while close objects are seen clearly. Corrective lenses, like glasses or contact lenses, diverge the light rays slightly before they enter the eye, pushing the focal point back onto the retina, restoring clear distance vision. On the flip side, we have hyperopia, or farsightedness. This happens when the eyeball is too short, or the cornea and lens aren't strong enough. Here, light rays focus behind the retina. Near objects appear blurry, while distant objects can be seen more clearly. Corrective lenses for farsightedness are convex, meaning they converge light rays slightly before they enter the eye, pulling the focal point forward onto the retina. It's all about ensuring that light hits that perfect spot on the retina for sharp vision, no matter the distance. Another common refractive error is astigmatism. This condition occurs when either the cornea or the lens has an irregular curvature, rather than a perfectly spherical one. Instead of having a single focal point, light rays are focused unevenly on different points of the retina. This can lead to blurry, distorted, or stretched vision at all distances. Special cylindrical lenses and glasses or contacts are designed to compensate for these irregularities, helping to ensure all light rays converge correctly for a clear, crisp image. What's truly remarkable is that this entire, intricate process, from light entering your eye, to electrical signals traveling to your brain, to the brain interpreting and constructing an image, happens instantaneously and continuously. Every time you shift your gaze, every time the lighting changes, your eyes and brain are making thousands of rapid adjustments, all without your conscious effort. It's a testament to millions of years of evolution, perfecting a system that allows us to navigate and interact with our world in incredibly rich detail, moment by moment. And we've only scratched the surface. Beyond just forming a basic image, your visual system is constantly engaged in even more complex tasks. It's detecting patterns, recognizing faces, tracking moving objects, distinguishing between real and imagined, and even predicting what you're about to see. Your eyes are constantly feeding your brain a stream of information, which the brain then uses to build a coherent, meaningful, and predictive model of the world around you. It's a symphony of biology and neuroscience working in perfect harmony. Let's quickly recap this incredible journey. Light enters through the cornea and pupil, is focused by the lens, travels through the vitreous humor, and lands on the retina. There, photoreceptors, rods and cones, convert light into electrical signals. These signals are processed by retinal cells, bundled into the optic nerve, travel through the optic chiasm and thalamus, and finally reach the visual cortex. All this, to create the vivid, dynamic, three-dimensional world you experience. It's a breathtaking cascade of events, a true miracle of nature. Given how complex and vital our eyes are, it's incredibly important to take care of them. Regular eye exams can detect problems early. Protecting your eyes from harmful UV rays with sunglasses, taking breaks from screens to reduce strain, and maintaining a healthy diet rich in vitamins are all simple yet effective ways to support your long-term vision. Remember, your eyes are irreplaceable, and taking proactive steps to maintain their health ensures this biological marvel continues to serve you well for years to come. It's no wonder that human eye has served as a primary inspiration for countless technological advancements, especially in the field of cameras and optics. From the fundamental principles of lens design to the development of highly sensitive digital sensors, engineers and scientists have continually looked to the eye's elegant solutions. Understanding how our own vision works has not only pushed the boundaries of technology but also deepened our appreciation for the incredible biological engineering that allows us to experience the beauty of the world. It's a beautiful feedback loop between nature and innovation. So, the next time you open your eyes and gaze upon the world, take a moment to truly appreciate the astonishing complexity and efficiency of the process that allows you to see. From individual photons of light to the intricate neural networks of your brain, every component plays a vital role in creating your visual reality. It's a continuous, silent miracle happening within you, connecting you to the vibrant tapestry of life. Your eyes are not just windows to the world, they are incredible instruments that actively shape your experience of it. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating exploration of human vision. We hope you now have a deeper understanding and appreciation for how your eyes form images. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more educational content, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the wonders of science. Do you have any other questions about the eye, or perhaps topics you'd like us to cover? Let us know in the comments below. Stay curious, keep exploring, and keep seeing the amazing world around you.